Assalamu alaikum students, welcome back. Let's continue from where we stopped. Today we're going to do lesson 2.1 about Allah is Al-Khaliq. Alright, let's start with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, in the name of Allah, the most compassionate and the most merciful. Now, Allah has attributes. What does the word attributes means? Do you know what does it means? Take a guess. Okay, what is an attribute? An attribute is something that describes or tells us about another person or things. So an attribute is something that describes or tell us about another person or things. An attribute is a quality or features that is part of someone or something. It can't be separated from them. An attribute of water is that it is colorless. So the characters of water is colorless. An attribute of metals are that they are shiny. For example, we have two images over here. So we are describing the color or the characteristic of the water first. Can you see an image of water? Alright, so we're describing the characters of water. The water is colorless, am I right? Now, and the second image is a key. Can we see the keys? There are so many keys over here. Now, an attribute of the metals is that they are shiny. So, metals can be shiny, such as an example are keys. So, we're describing that keys are very shiny. Metal spoon. You have spoons in your houses. If you take the metal spoon, if you clean it, you can see it's shining. It's very shiny. It gives that shining glance. Am I right? Attributes of Allah. Now, what does attributes of Allah means? Let's have a look at it together. When we learn Allah's attributes, we can better understand Allah. Let's begin by saying if we can name some attributes of Allah. For example, Allah is Al-Jamil. Allah is Al-Jamil, the beautiful. We see Allah's beauty in a sunset or in a rose, or when our parents stay up late taking care of us when we are sick. They sacrifice. So sacrifices are signs of Allah's beauty. Now, each of you think of a word that describes Allah. Can you think of an example that shows us the beauty of Allah? Alright. Allah is Al-Khaliq. Allah is Al-Khaliq. Allah has many attributes. So Allah has many different qualities in which we can describe Him. In fact, there are 99 famous names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and each one of them is an attribute of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So each one of them describes the beauty or the character or the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So today we're going to learn about one of these attributes. So we're going to learn about the attributes, the characters or the names of Allah that describe how Allah is. Allah is Al-Khaliq or the creator. So Al-Khaliq is the Arabic word for creator. So let's repeat. Allah is Al-Khaliq. Allah is the creator. Allah is Al-Khaliq. Al-Khaliq is an Arabic word for creator. Allah is Al-Khaliq, the creator.